Good evening, Resilience family. We are here for another segment, guys. I have a special guest. I hope we all had a wonderful week, and this will begin another wonderful week for us. Oh my gosh, it's ending May and we're entering into June. This is crazy. The year is flying by fast. So, much ado, guys. Please welcome. I don't know. I don't even know what to call you. I want to just call her mom, you all. I grew up with her daughter. I don't like calling her Carol or Miss Carol or maybe Mrs. Williams, but I love calling her mom. She's not my mom, but she's like a mom. She probably doesn't know I've been watching her over these years. I've been kind of Facebook and stalking people for a while. If you want to call it that. But I am blessed and honored to have Miss Carol Williams here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today or this evening?
Well, I am wonderful, and it's such a pleasure to be here with you. And I will call you like my daughter. But as time goes on, our titles change. So
It
thank you
does.
so much for having me on your show. What an honor.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I am like so excited, guys. I don't know. I get real giddy about all my guests when God just tell me this is who you're supposed to have on here. And Miss Williams, like I said, kind of grew up with her daughter who was in the youth ministry, the group at St. Sabina Church. That's where our humble beginnings began. And she introduced me to her wonderful mom, of course, with all the activities and outings we did with the young warriors for Christ. Oh my gosh, thinking about the past is crazy. Oh my God, we did have to grow up, huh?
Oh, yeah. What a wonderful thing to do, right?
I agree. I totally agree. So, guys, I'm actually going to start this a little bit different. I want you to just tell us a little bit about you. And if you don't mind sharing, because I love my seasoned women. I love my seasoned crew, period. I want you to share with the world how old you are because
Oh, my.
you
You have
looking
to
fabulous. You don't have to. You don't have, but she's seasoned, y'all. She is very seasoned and she looking good. And I mean, yeah, I'm just like blown away. And to Nikki, your other siblings out there, y'all got a wonderful, blessed mom, and she looking good, just doing her thing. Okay, so tell us a little bit about you.
Well, let me see. What can I tell you? I could start with who I am today.
Yes.
I am a elder. I'm a senior. I am a seasoned woman.
Yes.
I am all of those things. And yes, I will tell you that I'm in my 70s. And I enjoy it. It's such a wonderful journey. What else can I tell you? I live in North Carolina, and I'm just living my best life.
Man,
Yes, I am. And
you know what? That's the song I should have used whenever every time I'm representing you. Living golden. I'm living my anyway. Yes, you are.
and I guess the best way to start, and that's up to you.
No.
I kind of like to talk to you a little bit about how I got to this process
Yes, please.
and what has occurred in my life, which is wonderful. It's great. A lot of times, seniors and as we mature, have a fear of aging.
Yeah.
And I guess that you fear that it's this dreadful thing that you will sit in a rocking chair or you're in a nursing home. And I'm not saying those things does not happen. Yes, indeed. But there are so much out there for us to embrace, so much
Yeah.
life that we can not only contribute to, but enjoy.
Yeah.
So why don't I start off with what happened to me on the way to North Carolina?
Yeah.
So at that time, my husband says, and my youngest daughter got married, he said, "Hon, it's time for us to leave Chicago. It is so cold
Mm,
here, and I think that North Carolina will be a wonderful place to go." Now, just so that you know, I had visited North Carolina on several occasions, uh, going to my older daughter's home in Winston-Salem.
okay.
And we always stopped in Charlotte because it was sort of like a miniature Chicago.
Wow.
And so I says, okay, let's do it. I had made all these preparations when I retired to pay the car off, to pay the house off,
Wow.
just set it up according to textbook. Okay.
Right.
And he
Hmm.
came in and he says, "Oh no, let's just throw that to the wind. And you and I are going to take this road trip and we're going to go like just the two of us, just you and I, and just mosey on down the road, right?" Well, that all happened. And it
Wow.
happened in October. And
Hmm.
if you ever been on the road in October and the leaves are changing, it's
Yes.
such a beautiful scenery. And so
Hmm.
we were definitely looking forward to being together, right?
Yeah.
Well, as life has it, and he lasts about 2 years,
Oh,
and he
wow.
passed away. Okay.
Mm,
But we enjoyed those 2 years. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
Those were wonderful 2 years that we were able to establish a forever home, and we had it all planned out. You know how you plan your life out step by
Yeah.
step by step? And then God says, "Oh no, I got option B for you."
Wow.
And you have to deal with option B.
Yes.
So, we were married 46 years and we were together around 51
Wow.
years.
Wow.
So we sort of grew up together, right? Which
Wow.
is great because you go through the changes of life and seasons.
Yeah.
So, and he passed away very quickly.
Mm,
And at first, I was like, "Oh, shit, guy, you could have gave me some warning. You didn't
that
just
part.
have to just up and go, you
Yeah.
know."
Yeah.
And so at one point, I was somewhat upset about it. Right? I said,
Mm,
"Now this just it hit me on the side, and I didn't know
yeah.
what to do." And then I thought about it one day, and I said, "You know what? It was really a blessing. It was a
Hmm.
blessing to me because I didn't have to endure a nursing home or a hospital. I
Mm,
didn't have to go through any of those
wow.
life
Yeah.
changing events.
Yeah.
So it was a blessing for him that he didn't have to go through that either.
Yeah.
So
So,
that was okay. So now I'm getting up every day and uh, everything is out of order.
mm,
There is no person there for me. There's
yeah.
nobody to fix breakfast for. There's
Yeah.
nobody to have conversations. And I says, "I don't like this. I
Yeah.
think I think I'll stay here. I think I'll
Hmm.
just mellow out in this spot and live my life
Wow.
right here and not make any changes."
Wow.
So I would go to a bakery, and this was a African American lady that owned this bakery, and she
Hmm.
was more of the auntie type that would come behind the counter when you order cake and tea. She would get herself a piece of cake and tea and sit down with you and says, "Well, how's your
Nice.
life going?" I said, "Oh, this is different. This is not Chicago. I mean,
That
they
part.
don't do this in Chicago." And I says, "Oh man," I says, "Fine." So this one particular day, I got up, didn't know what to do, wanted to keep order, didn't want anything to change,
Yeah.
didn't want to get out of my comfort zone. And I went down to the bakery. Well, when I went to the bakery, there was a Bible study going on.
Oh, wow.
And I said, "A Bible study in a bakery? I know
Wow.
I'm in the South, but
Yeah.
this is a little different for me." So I
Yes.
said, "Okay, I'll go along with it." And they say, "Hey, lady, why don't you come over and join us?" I said, "I just came here for cake and tea. That's it. I don't want any conversation. I want to
Right.
stay in my misery. My misery was really
That part.
good. I didn't have to change anything, right? I just didn't have
Yes.
this partner with me, and I could just
Right.
meddle in this and just stay here because it was really a good place for me. I could feel
Wow.
sorry for myself. I could go home and just sit there and bathe and being
Yeah.
this poor widow.
Yeah.
And they were studying this particular book, and the book says you'll get through this. It won't be easy, but you will get through with it. It was by Max Lucado. And I would like to read you the capture
Yes.
here. It says,
Please.
you'll get through this. It won't be painless. And we know we don't like pain. It
Mm-hmm.
won't be quick. Oh, we want to get through this grievings real quick. Like we don't want
Right.
to, kind of, wait it out.
Yeah.
But God will use this mess in the meantime. And don't be foolish. You will get through with this. But don't despair either. With God help, you will get through with this. And I'm telling you, God likes to play jokes on you. He told me I
Man.
was going to go down to this bakery and I was going to sit here and have this tea with my new auntie. And he threw me in the fire. He put me
Wow.
on Front Street. And
Wow.
he says, you're going to face this, Carol, but
Wow.
I'm going to give you help. I'm going to have
Wow.
all these beautiful ladies around the store, this table. And I think it was about 6 of them. And each person was able to tell their story.
Yeah.
And once you hear other people's story, for some reason, it sort of resonates with you and it will
Yeah.
tell you you'll get through this, right?
Yes.
Well, I was able to get through it. Okay.
Wow.
But then I was faced with no title. I
Mm.
didn't have a title. I
Right.
wasn't a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a mother. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I didn't know what was my identity.
Mm.
Who
Yeah.
am I and who do I supposed to be?
Wow.
And so
Yeah.
I was left with self-discovery.
Mm. That's
And
good.
if you ever go through self-discovery, you are stripped. You
Yeah.
have no idea on which way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have to sort of re-examine yourself and your purpose.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I didn't have a purpose.
Wow.
There's no
Wow.
purpose. I didn't have a reason to get up. I didn't have a reason to talk to anyone. In fact, I had no one here. When we came to North Carolina, we came with
Mm-hmm.
just the two of us. We
Wow.
relied on each other through life.
Mhm.
And it
Yeah.
turned out that um, that was snatched away from me.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it was
Wow.
like, what do I do with myself? How do I
Mm-hmm.
recreate myself? I didn't know
Yeah.
what to buy. I didn't know where to go. I didn't have
Wow.
any friends. I had to
Wow.
face me in a pure raw. And I'm telling you, it was a self discovery of
Wow.
the new you, the new
Yes.
beginning. So
Wow.
it was a new beginning for me. It was, um, what do I like to eat for dinner?
Yeah.
Uh, what do I dress? Should I consider how and what he liked? I just,
Wow.
buy the things I
Wow.
like. Where do I go
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
for single people or for people who want to be alone? And how do
Yeah.
I navigate that?
Right.
And that was the most difficult part for me. So, what did I do? Right? I decided I wanted to be a Zoomer teacher. I didn't need anybody, I could bring the people to me. So,
Wow.
I started taking Zumba classes and
Stop.
became a Zumba instructor. Right?
Wow.
Who wants to be a Zumba instructor in their 60s and
That
70s,
part.
right? Yes, yes, yes. But let me tell you how God did that again for me. So I said, okay, so you want to teach Zumba, right? I am setting this up that you would have to teach Zumba to the mentally challenged people.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So that was my reward because every time
Wow.
they would come to class, I got hugs after hugs after hugs. And if
Yes.
you ever been in the presence of people who have cognitive challenges, you know that they are
Hmm.
nothing else but
Yes.
about love. And
Yes.
that was a wonderful experience for me. So
Wow.
as yeah, so if you have any questions, just stop me because I can
Wow.
go on
No,
and on.
no. Trust me, I will.
So as I started to do this Zumba, and it was great because I did it for a private company, and they would come to me and we would do Zumba. They
Yeah.
of course could not do it as well as others, but the love they gave me made up for all of that. Um,
Wow. This is
uh,
crazy.
and I know. So it turned me into this different person. I'm telling you, at some point, I would look in the mirror and says, "Who are you?" You know, what happened to the other Carol that we
Yes.
left in Chicago? What happened to the wife? What happened to the mother? What happened
Yeah.
to all those titles that
Wow.
society put on us and
Hmm.
make
Hmm.
us sort of conform
Yeah.
to what we think they want us to be.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that to worry about. But
Wow.
my whole perspective and transform 180-degree paradigm shift.
Wow.
Okay. And the amount of joy that I got, and I really feel that each one of those students deposit that joy in me. The
Yeah.
joy of love, the joy of giving back, the joy of
Hmm.
caring, the joy
Hmm.
of all of this. And all of this
Wow.
joy uh, just emerged and it made
Wow.
me to who I am today.
Mm.
Then I
Wow.
started challenging myself because, see,
Mm.
um, when you lose someone,
Yeah.
and um, the biggest thing you face is fear of
Yeah.
being alone,
Yeah.
fear
Hmm.
of not being able to make it,
Yeah. The
fear of
unknown.
not having the fear of the unknown.
Hmm.
And it is those things that make you thrive and grow and become the person you are today. Um,
Totally.
so, so
Wow.
those are the things I would do. And some of the crazy things I would do was go kayaking. And kayak. I know, isn't that crazy? Kayak.
That's exciting though. Like, oh my
It was
goodness.
so much going kayaking, but I didn't know how to swim. Okay.
Oh wow.
But that's facing your fears. And
Yes.
once you realize in life that when you face those fears, it's when you become resilient.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's when you step up to
Yes.
that. Because
Yes.
as you put it, resilience is a magnificent thing. It
Wow.
takes resilience and faith. It
Mm-hmm.
takes faith to build resilience.
Mm.
So you have to have that faith in yourself that you're going to be okay. You
Yeah.
have to have that faith and resilience that God got your back. And you
Hmm.
have to understand that there is a plan. There is a plan
Wow.
for you, you
Yes.
know. And sometimes that plan will not include your partner,
Hmm.
uh, but
Hmm.
there would you just have to understand and believe that you can do it.
Yes.
You can make it,
Yeah.
and there's nothing to be afraid of, okay, that you cannot handle. It's not so much what happens to you, as the old adage would say, is how you respond to what happens to you and
Correct.
how you look at life.
That's
And
good.
that is some of the things that um, I have learned.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
I'm I'm sitting here thinking like I should have titled this "Shifting to New Purpose," because
yeah,
you had your purpose
yeah.
then, and now it's a shift
I'm
that happened.
sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm
You're
so
good.
sorry. I'm on my.
It,
Uh,
it's okay. I can still hear you. It's all good, guys. So her screen went out. It's okay, but I can
what
hear
did I
you.
do?
It is
Oh, I turned the
fine.
camera. Yeah, back. See, it's nothing that you
Yay!
can't do with that.
There
There
you
you
go.
go, with a little God's
Look,
help and a little
I,
technology.
there you go. They
Good
gave us a
example,
brief
girl.
lesson.
That
Look,
is a good example of what you can do with
yes.
your life. So,
Mhm.
as I go through and I make new friends and I create a new purpose. And my new purpose is to share my experience, to let seniors, elders in their 70s to know
Yes.
that you have a lot of life out there. You have a lot of
Wow.
living to do, and you just have to embrace it and not be afraid. Not be
That's
afraid,
wonderful.
and not try to be somebody else's person.
Mm-hmm.
Just be
Mm-hmm.
you.
That's
Just
good.
be you. You
That is
know,
good. That
and that.
that helps us coming the ones coming behind you to embrace life too, change and getting older, because I was just sitting here thinking about that. I'll be 47 this year. And I was like, oh my goodness. And my daughter today, she turned 28. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, where did the time go and what is happening? And okay, what is the future going to hold? Like all type of thoughts just kind of rushed my mind today. And that is
Well, it,
that is so good
it
to embrace it.
right, but it takes you at 47, okay,
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
talk to someone in their 70s so that you can prepare your life for when you get my age, so that you'll
Hmm.
know that it doesn't end.
Yeah.
And the other thing that you're going to realize that at 47, you're not going to be the same person
Yeah.
in your 70s. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm not going to be the same person as I was yesterday. And if
Yeah.
you ask me those same questions 2 weeks from now, you will
Hmm.
have a whole different set of answers because
Wow.
you are constantly evolving. You
Yes.
are constantly learning and you're experiencing life.
Yeah.
And to understand that you have to embrace it. You
Hmm.
plan your life from day to day. I get up and let my life come to me. And
Oh,
if that,
that's
and
wonderful. I'm
if,
sorry. I think that is wonderful.
and if it doesn't work out the way I want
Yes.
it to work out, there's always tomorrow. And all those
Wow.
things that's on my to-do list will be on
Yeah.
my to-do list tomorrow. And
Amen.
guess what? And they will shift. And it will
Wow.
shift. And it
Yeah.
will shift. Yeah. And
Wow.
I do all of those things that you would think that I would do. Even getting to the point of dating, you know,
Wow.
there's life out here, people.
Ah, yes.
And
Yes.
it took me a process to go through that to realize that I'm not dating my my deceased husband.
Yeah.
Um, that
Wow.
as you mature and you age, that you create baggage.
Yeah.
Baggage come along with aging, baggage, and you pick that up as you go along. And you have to realize that and accept the fact that you have baggage.
Hmm.
Because I thought, oh, not me. I don't have any baggage. I had have a good life. I had a good career. But
Yes.
yeah, I got
Wow.
baggage. It's there.
This.
I'll take it and I'll pick out the bricks every now and then and
Yeah.
decide exactly uh, which one I want to turn loose. Now, you can
Yeah.
carry that all through your life and you can carry the baggage with you as you go down the road, but it's
Hmm.
your option. You don't have to carry it, you
Yeah.
choose to carry it.
Wow. Wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm just sitting here soaking it all in because it's like it's giving me life. Your life is giving me life. I'm actually like excited and look forward to it, because I share with you briefly, me losing my son. That's when I really wanted everything to shut down, even though I had my 3 daughters, I was married at the time, divorced, but it gives me life. It really just pumps some joy, some life, some happiness into me. Like, oh my God, look what you got to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Embrace getting older, love on it. That's what I'm taking from all of this. And I'm loving it, even after you losing your partner, like you saying, you went through that cycle of finding you again,
Yes, yes. So you'd be surprised. My wardrobe changed, my attitude changed, but
Wow.
the process of living is to find happiness.
Yes, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
And you will find the happiness as you experience different things in life. I can't tell you what pain is like unless you go through pain.
Right,
Okay. But I
right.
can tell you what pure happiness is as you go through
Mhm.
life, because
Yes,
all of those things that you thought made you happy, all of those material things that you thought was
right.
important, you will find that those are not the things that make you happy. And you can talk to different seniors time after time after time. It's not
Yeah.
material things because those go to the wayside.
Hmm.
Um, I was watching briefly uh, a clip on Instagram, and it talked about the material things that you have, and as you leave this
Hmm.
world and you leave it to your children or your family members, half of them wouldn't remember what those
Mm,
pictures or those people was about. Half of
right.
them would even remember their great grandfather's name. Half of them would
Hmm.
remember
Hmm.
what furniture or things you have,
Right.
but they will remember the memories. They will
Hmm.
remember your character. They will remember your
Yes.
joy. They remember your anger and they remember your pain.
Right.
What
Wow.
is your
Hmm.
legacy? What do you
Hmm.
want to leave behind to your daughter?
That's
Do
good.
you want to live the experience of joy or do you
Hmm.
want to live the experience of pain
Right.
or
Wow.
love?
Wow.
And a lot, yeah, and a lot of times people are afraid of love. They're afraid
Hmm.
of love because I'm sorry to tell you, with love come pain. You can't separate the two.
Telling you,
They was like
this
birth and
is
death. They come together.
this
They
is
are a
true.
partner. So you just have to open up your heart and says that the love is worth the pain that I might go through, but it all
Hmm.
works out in the end.
Yes.
And
Wow.
just
Wow.
it's a gamble. It's a
It
gamble.
is.
And
Wow.
as you make that, you just have to understand that happiness and joy, which are two different things, okay,
Mhm.
will get you through. Are you looking for
Wow.
happiness? Are you looking for joy? Because joy is internal. I can
Hmm.
make you happy, but I cannot
Give
deposit
you.
joy in you. It
Wow.
has to be there for you to
That's good.
embrace and accept.
That is good. That is really good. That is really good. What legacy you want to leave, and are you chasing, or looking, for happiness or joy? Yes, that's me taking my my visual, my memory notes right now. But that is good. That is really, really good. And thank you. I thank you for sharing your story. I believe it needs to be out here in the world. I believe, like you saying, others, seniors need to know it's still life. It's still life.
Absolutely. And
You
it's
know.
wonderful life. It's a great life because you have so much wisdom. And
Yes.
and let me tell you something. As you get
Mhm.
older, you get superpower. And those
Ah,
superpower is passion, love, understanding, knowledge, kindness, and all of
wow.
those things are superpower and it comes with age. So
Wow.
just look for that superpower and
Wow.
It will open you up, and you will become this wonderful person that you like. Nobody else has to
Yes.
like that person. You like that
Yes.
person, and it just embrace that part of being
Oh
yourself.
my
Right, right.
goodness.
Yes.
Um, so as we wind down, I just want to tell people, as she's saying, look for those superpowers. And I want you guys to look for Carol because she's a blogger. I gave her that title. I don't know if she wants to own that title, but she does a blog, flipping fabulously. Um, Look her up, subscribe, because I'm loving it. I'm enjoying you. That's your superpower right there too. The writings you do, it is so
Yeah.
edifying. Like I don't know, I love reading. I'm a reader. I have like books after books after books, and that's what I do. I have one TV in my house. Well, let me take that back. I have two now, but the one it just sits there. They both actually just sits there. I read. I read. I just have none in my room though. I read. I read. I read. I read. So your blog. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. You know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So talk real fast about that, please, ma'am. Share with us.
Well, I'm always busy, but God did not put me on here, this earth, for me to be selfish like you. You're not selfish. You're out
Right.
here, you're exposing people to different products of life.
Right.
And so he said, Carol, I mean, I don't know if you got the time, girl, but you got to go out there and you got to do a web page. And so I did. It's called Flipping Fabulously. And I blog about uh, life events, fashions, how to make yourself looking update, stylish, and the things that you need for self care.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing.
So
And
if you
again, yeah.
want to,
Again, I just want to point out she's a senior, y'all. So I ain't trying to hear nothing about her age or it's too late or blah 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 blah. Because I hear that and I'm like, it ain't never too late. Never too late. Never too late.
right, right, I got you.
Well, I thank you. Thank you for giving me of your time. I know it's late over there on the East Coast. Well, to me, it's late because I'm not gonna lie to you. I go to bed early now. I don't know nobody else, but I'm normally in bed by 9. I know that's crazy, but I am. I am. I don't believe in late nights.
Oh
um,
well,
but I appreciate you giving me your time, sharing your story, crossing paths again. This is so wonderful, and I'm so honored to have you. I really do. Thank you so much agreeing to do this, sharing with us parts of your life, because I believe all our stories can help someone else. I really do.
absolutely, absolutely.
So, any last words? Any
Well, I
last?
want to thank you, and I am so excited about your life. I'm so excited about the things that you're going to do in your life, and love the fact that you have found a purpose. And
Yes,
I just wish you all the best, and for you to continue to move forward, and just open up your hands, open up your heart, and just see what the world has in store for you. You'll be
yes.
amazed.
Wow. I am, because I'm like you, I'm single. I am dating, but whatever. I haven't given up on love, that type of love yet. But yeah, as you said, I've been refining me and my purpose, and living, like you're saying, live. I'm gonna live. I'm not gonna let what the world tell me I'm supposed to be doing, what's supposed to be happening in my life right now, whatever. God knows what He's doing. And as Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for the good. I'm believing that.
Absolutely. And you got to believe that. Believe it with all your heart. It will work out. And just try to find that piece of joy and just let it radiate through your
Yes.
body, and people will see it.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
it's like a magnet, it comes to you.
Thank you so much. Resilience family, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, tuning in. If you're listening to this later, be blessed, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and always, always, always stay resilient. All right, guys. Love you.